Hello there, my name is Amanya Anita and I'm glad that you are back to this channel. Thank you for coming. Subscribe, call your friends to come and see what's happening here. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about how to get a student pass in Kenya. A lot of people usually come because it's an East African country and they're also from East Africa. So they come study without a student pass, but it is not a good idea. In fact, if you are caught, you will have to be answerable to the immigration services of Kenya. To get a student pass is such an easy thing. It is a one-by-one step process. As long as you are patient with yourself, and because it's a process. Yeah, so you start by opening an account. This account, you open it from immigration. The website is called immigration.go.kenya. So when you go to that website, you open an account and it is called an EFNS account. That's an Electronic Foreign National Services account. So when you open that, you'll be able to find an application form. This application form is called Form 30, and this Form 30 is what you will download and take to your school. So when you take it to your school, what happens? The director or anyone that is in charge of the foreign students or international students signs on that form and stamps it. So you will also ask the school to get you a detailed cover letter addressing the Director General of Immigration, Kenya. You also have to make sure they give you admission letter. You have your admission letter, that's also important. You have your passport because that's also a key thing in the process. So that in that passport, you need to have your immigration status, and immigration status simply means how you came into the country. People come into the country as visitors on a visitor's visa, others come as students, others come as researchers. So it depends on you and how you came to the country. So you present your passport, you take a picture of your passport with your current immigration status. Whether you are here for like 2 weeks, you state it. So after that, you need a passport photo in your phone or in your device. You need a passport photo. You'll also need your academic certificates. You need a commitment letter from your sponsor. Your sponsor in this case could be yourself. Your sponsor in this case could be your parent. Your sponsor could also be anyone, I don't know, different for your spouse, I don't know, but your sponsor needs to write a commitment letter for you to go ahead, and they need to also attach their passport to the commitment letter. So once they put their passport or their national ID, they will also need to show their proof. You need to show your proof of funds or your bank statements and all that, so that they can be able to trust that you actually came to study and you can handle what you signed up for. And so after that, you need a registration certificate for your school. If your school is registered, which we hope that your school is registered, because sometimes you find people in schools that are like, they're not registered or something or the other, but make sure your school is registered, and this is why you need to pass through the right channels so that you can actually check whether your school is registered, especially for people that are into these unique, I can call them unique or vocational skills. Vocational skills have schools that are uncommon, and so you find yourself in a place where maybe your school is not registered by the government and you're studying. So you need that registration certificate of your school. Then you need a police clearance letter. Now this is a document that you get from Interpol or Huduma Center if you're in Kenya. So Interpol is a place where they take your fingerprints, like they check everything, which is a good reason for you to consider to be a good citizen of your country, because when you are a good citizen, you'll be able to get that police clearance. Unlike people who reach that time of getting the clearance, the police clearance, and they ask you, aren't you the one who did this? Or aren't you the one who has a crime? So it is good that you have a clear path. And so after the police clearance, you need to know whether you are able to get your student permit for free or not for free, because here we have non-East Africans and then we have East Africans. Non-East Africans, they pay 5,000 yearly currently, because things might change, and you'll say, oh, Anita said that he said, no, go keep checking on the website. I'm just making a video. Non-East Africans actually pay for the student permit, but East Africans, it is on gratis. Gratis means it is free of charge. You don't need to pay anything. You just need to have all the requirements that were listed above. There are people who say, so what is the student pass going to help me? I'm only in the country for a few minutes, like, okay, not a few minutes, but a few years, and I'll get back to normal, all those things. But a student pass benefits you as much as it benefits the people that are in care of you, because when you have a student pass, first of all, you are in the country legally, and you don't have to be asked, oh, what are you doing here? Why are you here? That is the permission from the country. The country grants you that permission that you are able to, study from the country. And you're not bothered at the airport or at the border if you use bus. You're not bothered by what are you doing, why, who are you, all those things get answered by the student pass. You can get a decent job first. That's also a good thing to consider, because I've seen many people trying to get jobs, or like trying to find jobs in different careers, and when you don't have a student permit, or when you don't have something that speaks about you as a foreigner that is stronger than your passport, even employers might take advantage of you. So it is a good and wise thing to do, to get a work permit or a student permit, as long as you will be working in a different country. Then it can help you to open an account, a bank account, anything for yourself. So that is why you need a student pass. The most important thing to consider is your safety in the country. So how do you say, okay, let's say you get a problem in this country, how do you start to talk about yourself? Who are you, and how do you come, and how can we help you? So or you're arrested in this country, or you are, I do not know what can happen to you, or you need anything, it's important for you to have that student pass. So at the end of getting everything that I just talked about, you take it to it's called near your house here. It's just like an immigration office. So you take it to the immigration office and you give them your passport, and you are endorsed. You are endorsed as a student that is pursuing this kind of course in this kind of institution, and they just stamp into your passport. This is a good thing to do, because now you are not worried about overstaying. Have you ever been called for overstaying in another country? If so, kindly comment down how it made you feel. Bye.